variety.
Yeah.
And I think these are for Bulmers, but they do have contracts with Westerns and Bulmers on the farm.
Okay.
Yeah, it's quite interesting. In this area of the farm, there are very few apples on here, you see.
Yeah.
If you go to another area of the farm, there are much more apples. It's when the frost came, when the blossom was out.
At the beginning, okay, in the spring.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, it really destroyed a lot of the apples on the...
Because right before a warm temperature and after cold.
Exactly, exactly, Flavio. The heat, they were growing very early. The blossom was tremendous, tremendous blossom, and then the frost came after the blossom. Just in certain areas, in the other end of the farm, there's a beautiful crop of cider apples, but here they're not so good.
Com'è argilloso?
Rosso poi.
Okay, so a brand new hop yard. This is.
Yeah.
This was put in about 6 weeks ago.
Ah,
Okay.
it's very young.
It's very, very young, this.
Very young, yes. Yeah, very new
Oh,
hop yard. So, do you remember me telling you about the variety Endeavour?
Yeah.
This is a brand new variety. In fact, this is only the second farm to have it on. There's some more over there, some fully grown Endeavour, but the other farm there's only a small plot, so this is probably the biggest quantity of this variety in the world. And you know about the planting.
Yeah.
So we'll take a cut. These were cuttings from the spring growth, and they've now been planted. They've been developed on in a greenhouse, and then they've grown into this sort of level where they were okay to plant out. And these are now establishing themselves in this soil, and they're growing very well because we've had nice warm weather, but also lots of rain as well, which has really helped these plants, because when you plant them out in midsummer and it's very, very hot, they can be distressed very quickly. So we at that time we have to water them, but we've been very lucky this time because we haven't had to water, because the crop has been rained on quite regularly.
Yeah,
So-
it's quite good for them.
These posts here have just gone in this week. Once the plants are established, the grower then can put the posts in, and then they'll establish, next year they'll put the wire across and the netting, which you'll see down on the other hop farm.
Yeah.
But I'm particularly pleased with this because this Endeavour variety we trialled as a beer last year, and had some really good results with it. The flavours on it were somewhere like between a Cascade and a Fuggle, somewhere in between there. And for an English variety, it's got quite a fruity character, like this Cascade sort of character. Not as intense as a Cascade, but getting there. And this is the sort of thing we're trying to aim for, to get this intensity of flavour back in our varieties, so we can compete with Amarillo, Cascade,
Yeah,
Citra,
with American and
New Zealand. So this is the first stage. This variety is excellent, but it's the first stage. We've got other varieties coming through as well. But you can see on here it's quite different to how you grow the tall hops, because with the tall hops the wire work would have to be put up first.
It costs a lot more.
And it costs a lot more money, exactly. Just over the other side of the track there, those are First Gold over there, and those were
First Gold is dwarf,
and these are,
these are.
This is. Yeah.
First Gold, I love it. First Gold, it's very, very good.
You want to have a quick look?
Yeah.
Over the First Gold?
Yeah.
This is Browning.
Nano, sono varietà nane. E chiaramente costano meno anche dal punto di vista And what about the production per hectare? Is less than the taller?
Yes, it is. It's quite interesting because we've only been growing these for about 15 years now, and when we first put them in, we put the plants very close together to get as many hops on the netting as possible.
Yeah.
And the first year we had a really good crop. The second year there was too many plants there, and they all competed, and they never produced a lot of cones. They didn't produce a lot of cones, so we had to thin them out.
Yeah.
And now we've got this spacing which is a lot better. The spacings are established between the gaps, and we don't get the plants too thick now. It's nice to have a little bit of light shining through them, because they then produce more cones and less leaf. If you have them too close together, lots of leaf
Yeah.
and no cones.
Because of
Okay.
the light losses.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
Yes,
yeah.
yes,
yeah,
they
yeah.
need a lot of light.
Yeah,
Yeah. So this is the first goal, and again these are
But how much it become high, this one?
this will be 8 foot
This is the maximum.
That's it,
The
yeah.
maximum.
to there.
I
Yes.
have it. I have it.
You have first goal.
Yeah.
Okay, super.
And it's quite good.
Yeah,
It's a very good citrus aroma in Italy.
it's a nice aroma. I think it's very underrated.
Yeah.
The hop is a super hop. It has a very dry, crisp finish to it. Really nice flavours, but it's underrated. I think it doesn't get as much credit as it deserves.
Yeah.
It's a nice hop.
But here has this aroma of citrus or not?
Yes, but it's not so powerful. It's not like an American
Yeah,
variety, but
yeah,
it has
but it's very elegant.
yes, almost like a light marmalade, sort of orange, slight orange character. It
Yeah.
comes through.
But in Italy we have this citrus peel aroma too
Yes.
together.
Yeah, yeah, really nice.
the same?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Yeah. A lot of people use this as their bittering hop, and then they use another hop late on. I actually think this is really good as a late hop too. It
I
has
think so
very
too.
nice
I think so
characteristics.
too.
Yeah, very nice characteristics.
And I think that for a bitter style beer or a golden ale is fantastic.
Perfect. Yeah, absolutely
Yeah.
perfect. In fact, Butcombe Brewery are doing a new
With,
beer.
with British style, no, very delicate balance.
Yes, that's it. Butcombe Beer are doing a new beer this week
Yeah.
with First Gold and.
Full villas or houses.
Cosa sono queste?
Quelli sono i tetti dei magazzini del luppolo, dove veniva messo poi il luppolo ad essiccare. Dalle punte, diciamo, di quei coni, tipo trullo, entrava l'aria che poi serviva per essiccare i coni del luppolo.
E si usano ancora adesso?
Ma adesso non si usano più perché si usano degli essiccatori, come dire, moderni, artificiali. Però sono diventate delle splendide abitazioni, delle splendide ville.
Bene,
E sono tipiche di questa zona e del Kent.
The
bene.
hops would be on a floor, the first floor, and underneath there would be a plenum chamber. They call it a plenum chamber, and they would burn anthracite coal, so smokeless coal,
Yeah?
underneath the chamber, which would then the heat would rise, and you can see the white tops. They would turn against the wind,
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
that the
Cool.
chimney, you get the chimney effect, the draw through, so
Yeah.
the heat would rise through the hops and dry the hops
hops,
through. Yeah.
yeah.
And then afterwards they would be cooled and then packed into the pockets or the bales.
Yeah.
But these are beautiful scenery around
Yeah,
here.
fantastic.
It's unfortunate, but it's the best way to save them is to turn them into houses.
Yeah, no. Very, very nice, beautiful.